What's up everybody, and welcome to a brand new FIFA Friday here on TGI. I'm Matt, and today we're going to be carrying on with our Aston Villa Manager Mode series in FIFA 16. You can see here we've got the Champions League that we're going to get into in just a moment. But if you are new to this series, this is something we've been doing every single Friday, where we try and take Aston Villa from the depths of a footballing world where they are now and make them one of the best clubs in the world. We won it all last year, and now in Europe is obviously a next step up for us. We also do other Let's Plays of new video game releases on a Tuesday, along with video game conversations and news, but you can find out everything on our website, thegameinitiative.com. So here we are, about to make our Champions League debut. Here is our group from last time. If you don't remember, we've got Galatasaray, which is not an easy one. Barcelona is the big one in there. And then we've got FC Copenhagen. So that's the team we've really got to be looking to beat. It's the team we've got now. We're going to Copenhagen. It's not going to be easy, but if we want to get through from this group, this is really a must-win game. We've got to get the 6 points from those, and then hopefully we can scrape enough points against Galatasaray. I don't expect much against Barcelona. So obviously, real-world Aston Villa have got a new club owner this week, and he's come out and said how he wants Aston Villa to be one of the best 3 clubs in the world in the next 10 years. 10 years is a long time. We're going to be the best 3 in the world this year if we can, or maybe the year after that. We've made some decent additions to our squad. We'll look at it right here for you. So you remember, we brought in Angel Correa up top, so we now got a couple of bona fide strikers. We brought in Jesse last January, that was fine. We've brought in Geis to go alongside Neves in the centre of Park. We also had to bring in Areola because we lost Rico at the end of the season on a loan deal. But we've also strengthened our depth. We've brought in Shah as another backup centre-back. We brought in Bazoa as another central midfielder. And I think that was it. We brought in Masuako as another left-back as well. So those are our 22 players for the season. Pretty happy with the squad. Obviously a lot of games coming up here now with Europe, playing almost twice a week. So we will be using our whole squad. But there is no time to waste. Let's get into this first game away to Copenhagen. Champions League debut. Couldn't be more excited. Hopefully we can start our season with a W. We did it, boys. We started our Champions League campaign with a win in Copenhagen. But my God, it wasn't easy. This is no exaggeration when I say this is possibly the hardest game I've had in this series so far. Yes, we took an early lead here through Pyatt nipping in on a defensive error. Through on goal. Finished clinically, just as he's been doing so well at the start of the season. He's already grabbed himself about 6 goals. He's had a really good start to the season. Having a chance here to extend it from Correa, cutting inside, but well saved by the keeper. But from that moment on, Copenhagen a little ball here into the middle, somehow slips it in between 2 defenders. Really poor defending from Mika Richards, allowing the defender to get the wrong side. And that was 1-1. And to be honest, you might not always see it, but the pressure was there from them throughout the game. They kept on coming and coming, and I had to change my formation, I had to change our tactics in order to try and deal with them. And it was just really difficult. We had a chance here with Neves, sorry, that is. And I thought he was going to score, but again, their keeper did well on the rarer chances that we did get. However, from the resulting corner, I thought we were there. I don't know why it's recording. I did not say that word, but a header over. And you saw Iheanacho had come on, gone with 2 up top, went all out. They say if you can't win, don't lose. My motto is if you're not winning, try harder. Iheanacho forcing a good save out the keepers. We started to pile on some pressure, and then this time the corner was telling. Pyatt leaping above everyone else and putting it right where the keeper and the defender can't get to it. 2-1. But it still wasn't comfortable. I was not happy in this game until this moment. 80th minute, Iheanacho battling with the centre-half, getting the better of him and calmly slotting in the bottom corner. At that stage, 10 minutes to go, 2 goals clear. I was comfortable with the fact that we had ourselves a win. But until that point, was not at all. Stats may not show it. Our passing accuracy could have been a lot better. But it just felt really, really tough out there. But happy to get the win. You see there, Barcelona, as expected, winning at home over Galatasaray. So us and Barcelona level with identical records after round 1. Whew. But this is what I'm talking about here. we go straight in. We play Wednesday and Saturday. This is something I've noticed in EA's fixtures for a long, long time, is that, especially when I've done Arsenal careers, so I think it's going to come up more and more, is that the way they rearrange fixtures is bullshit. Like, sometimes you'll play a game, like 2 games in 3 days. Don't know why it's doing that. Obviously, my Xbox doesn't like me swearing at it, and it stop listening. Yeah, doesn't like me swearing at it, so there we go. So this is something we're going to have to manage here with our squad. You see here, a lot of those players are pretty tired, so that's what I say. I'm very much going to rely on our squad. I'm going to switch between the teams, alternating games. I'm pretty happy with the squad we have. Pretty well rounded. Obviously, this second, quote-unquote, second 11 isn't quite as good, but in places, you know, in the centre of the park where it matters up top, is still pretty decent. And we'll have these sorts of players, Payet, Correa, Sane, on the bench if need be. So I think that's how I'm going to try and go at these games, alternating. Obviously, if I think it's a particularly tough game, like for example, if maybe we were playing City or Chelsea, not any disrespect to Everton, but I would maybe choose to play the slightly more tired guys. But as it goes, I'm going to alternate and just try and keep everyone as fresh as possible. It would definitely be beneficial come the end of the season. So, without further ado, see, I still can't train any players. Let's get into this game here against Everton and see if we can maintain our excellent start to the season. Well, boys, we maintain our winning start to the season with a win over Everton, but it is not pretty. It is not pretty at all. I can already sense that maybe this week I'm just not on form with FIFA. Maybe it's been too long since I last played. I don't know. But things are just not going right. Passes are going astray and everything. But we do get a chance here with Adama. Again, probably one more pass than we needed to, but luckily enough time for him to finish in the bottom corner for a goal midway through the first half. But Everton, they came back. They had their chances. Really woeful defending there. Luckily for us, Dragowski was there to make the all-important save. And we just didn't... We created a couple of chances, but when they came our way, we didn't really finish. There, Vertoot getting one blocked. Evidence of maybe a little bit of handball, I don't know. But yeah, you're not seeing it, but there was just so many times where I had chances to clear it and it didn't quite happen and it fell to them and stuff like that. It was not a pretty game at all. And now that's 2 in a row where we definitely haven't performed like we did early on in the season. You know, we kicked off the season with an absolute flyer, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. And we're just starting to get rain back in now, a little bit. Coming up though is a Capital One Cup game, so a nice one for maybe all of our players to try and improve. I was just thinking about Iheanacho, by the way, just right before. Something I want to have a look at very quickly before I do the training. In my mind, he's quite a tall player. I might be completely wrong here. Maybe it's just because he's only 5'10". Never mind. I was thinking he was taller, and I was going to try and work on his heading, because it would be good to have a striker. Yeah, 5'9", 5'10". So they're both quite short. So there's not much point in him working on his heading. I was hoping it'd be nice to have kind of contrasting strikers. But he's not as tall as I hoped, so that's fine. It's not really our game anyway to be crossing balls and heading in, but I suppose it's always nice to have that option. Maybe that's something we'll look to address in the summer. Try and bring in a taller striker who's maybe better in the air. This is the third option, just to have that option if things aren't going well for us. Like in that last game where we couldn't create stuff on the ground, it would have been good to go long and maybe just nip ourselves a goal. But still, it's fine. We've won. We're maintaining our winning start. We've got a third round tie here against Cardiff in the Capital One Cup. So it looks like my first... See, these are the guys weren't normally my cup team, but I did just give them a run out in the league because... let's have a look. Let's have a quick look at our fixtures and see what's coming up. And then we can make a decision about what it is we're doing. So we've got a league game and then we've got a Champions League game. So... And that's QPR at home. So I think I'll get my first team out here. Try and get them some confidence. And then what's our last game there? Internationals. Okay, that's fine. yeah, we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll keep with a cup team for this, and then the next 2 games will be our quote-unquote first choice 11. But hopefully these guys, they'll always be my cup team, so hopefully they can continue it here against Cardiff. Slightly lesser opposition, so really a good chance for us to gain some confidence with a comprehensive win. And so if the plan was to build some confidence with a comprehensive win, we did fail to do that. But we did get past Cardiff City. But unfortunately, the story was much the same as it has been so far this video this week, where we just struggled. I mean, one glimmer of hope we can take is we did create chances. You can see them going here, hitting the inside of the post early on. Scott Sinclair just putting it wide. The header from Sarabia going wide when Sinclair was ready to pounce on that. But yeah, chances did come. We brought Sane on. Second half, he had a good effort, which whistled across goal and barely was just the wrong side of the post. Frustration starting to boil over. Bakuna diving in, getting involved on a tackle. I thought it was a crunching tackle, but referee had different ideas, giving him a yellow card for that challenge. Obviously, I don't quite understand why they make such a theatrical out of these challenges. You see Korea, their claims screaming for a penalty, but it wasn't given. And then this time, when it was laid in from Sabe, Korea with a yard of space to hit the shot and finished expertly. He's definitely been this shining light early on in this season for us, having another effort as he came on. He was the difference maker, just wide there. And that was it. We're through to the next round. It wasn't comprehensive. You can see there 8 shots, but only the 1 on target. Something we have to improve, and have to improve quickly, because we've got a big game coming up in just a week's time. Champions League, Galatasaray, not going to be easy. Hopefully we can start to build a little bit of momentum. We've got the game here against QPR, where we'll look to rotate a little bit. We'll get these guys, hopefully get them some form ready for when they go on to that big game. Is it in Galatasaray or is it? I think we might be at home. But either way, we've got an email here. No, that's just a squad deadline coming out. We don't worry about that right now. Focusing on club stuff. So you can see, I'm moaning, but we've had a perfect start to the season. We've won 6 out of 6 in the league. We won our opening Champions League game. We're through to the next round of the Capital One Cup. We've won all our games, but just these last few games, it definitely hasn't been comfortable. Feel like something is going to drop off sooner rather than later. Hopefully it's not today, though, at home to QPR. And we said it last time out, it was definitely coming. This time, drop points, first drop points of the season against QPR. Just couldn't get the goal. So frustrating. Chances after chance after chance. In the first half, just couldn't quite get them on target. You see Sane hitting wide, Korea hitting wide. Another chance. Here you go. This one here, well blocked. But as the game went more and more on, QPR went to a very interesting 9-1 formation where just everyone was... There was periods where I'd have the ball 30 yards from goal, and all 10 of them would just be there in front of me. It was like a sea of blue and white. And no matter what I tried to do, see here, headers going in, keepers making saves. But unfortunately, it was just a case of Riedewald, the ball falling to the wrong man. Anyone other than Riedewald, no offence to him. But the ball falls to a striker, maybe we score. Korea turning on a sixpence, great turn. And then keeper somehow tipping it onto the bottom post. Great save by Robert Green. And it just wasn't to be our day. Wasn't to be our day, unfortunately. Iheanacho with another effort. And it's blocked and it goes over. You can see how excited they were. QPR obviously battling for the point. 14 efforts on goal. Granted, yes, 7 on target. We did miss a few, but we just couldn't find that goal. QPR offered nothing in return. You don't see many games where we bossed a possession due to the nature of our play, but that's just the case this time. Passing accuracy was good. Everything was good. Just didn't take our chances. Player ratings, no surprise. The man of the match, Robert Green. But it's still a point. It could be worse. It could be much worse. And we do have we do have the privilege of still being undefeated. We'll still be near the top of the table. But this is the game we're really interested about. It's the Champions League. Champions League proper. Here it is. Let's just simulate through some more training. If my controller responds. There we go. Simulate all that training for us. Adama not doing too well. Finishing of Poyet going up, which is good. Do want his finishing to get a little bit better. Right. So here we go. Big game. Home to Galatasaray. These two games against Galatasaray are going to determine who goes through from this group. Can't emphasise that enough. Barcelona, if we get anything against Barcelona, it's a bonus. I don't expect to beat Barcelona. But Galatasaray, these are the ones, our home game. It's a must win, isn't it? We win here. We beat Copenhagen at home as well. That gives us 9 points. Then we just need to find a draw somewhere in our remaining 3 games. So this is a huge game. And hopefully we can turn in a better... We've hopefully saved our best performance till last this week, boys. We need something a little bit better than what we've been doing in order to get the win against Galatasaray. Let's do this. And that is much more like it. A performance that we've been waiting for all video. It finally comes here at the end against Galatasaray. When it mattered most in the Champions League, we got ourselves the win. Now Geis came inside and clawed it back to Korea for the tap-in on the 6-yard. Worked really hard just to keep it in play, as you saw there, and Korea getting the goal. And then this beautiful link-up play. Don't see all of it between Korea and Poyet. Danny Poyet. What a combination they're proving to be together. I will go into the replay and show it to you. But there were like 4 or 5 passes between them. Those 2 goals in the first half were enough. We were a lot more solid defensively. Didn't really hold up any chances. We were creating chances of our own. Sarabia had a great chance here. Look at this. Really should be finishing that just wide. But Korea in a perfect position to get his hat-trick and going through again. Almost sealing his hat-trick. The little Argentine is an inspired signing, that's for sure. So I'm just going to show you this goal again. Because it come... Go back to the replay. It starts here. In the centre of the park, where Poyet plays it in to Korea. Korea plays it into Poyet. Poyet again plays it back to Korea, and then Korea finishes. Great 1-2 combination to just split through the Galatasaray team. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 players they cut through there. Unbelievable. And the 5th player coming back on as well, but couldn't get in. 2-0 to win. That puts us a real good step towards qualification of the next round of the Champions League, which is obviously our target. Can't see there the result between... Oh yeah, I can. Barcelona 2-1 away to Copenhagen. So we now go top of the table in that Champions League group. 1 goal difference by 1 goal. By 1 goal. Which is key against... over Barcelona, because they could only win by 1 goal in that last game. So we will simulate up here. I don't think I'm going to play this game now. Do I have time? Looks like I do have time actually. So we'll just round out the video this week with this. What we got here? Smalling, yeah. Jones, Stones. That's fine. Our right backs are Klein and Walker. Yeah. Our left backs are Baines and Gibbs. Is that really our best option? Detailed. So you can sort here. So this is something I took on in the last video, if you don't remember. I'm not going to play any of the games. We'll go with Shaw ahead of Gibbs, I think. Even though I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah, we'll get Shaw in there. So Sterling, Wilshere, fine. Walcott's fine for this game. Milner, Lallana, Henderson, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Dele Alli, Rooney, Sturridge, Kane and Welbeck. So we're missing... Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see if there's anyone good. Just make sure there's no one with a decent overall that we are missing. Only Barkley but he is injured, so we will stick with it as it is. Although he's actually only got a small injury, so drop out Wayne Rooney. Just because I don't really want Wayne Rooney playing. And then we'll have these guys here as our strikers. Welbeck. These will be our two strikers, effectively. Really good front three there. Sturridge, Kane and Welbeck across the front. There we go. Submit the squad. There's an injured player. Oh, okay, so I can't select. So if you can hear that scratching, that's just my dog being really annoying. So I can't have them even though it's only a light injury. That's frustrating. Okay, so we'll bring Rooney back in. And Smalling will go out for... We'll bring Ryan Shawcross in. Doesn't get much of a chance. So we'll bring Ryan Shawcross into the squad. So we'll simulate up here just to this one final game that we do have time just to very quickly go through. And then that will draw to the end this video. No other real interesting emails there. So let's see if we can end this video on a high. Get back to winning ways in the Premier League after last time out. We will rotate the squad, give the other guys a go, and hopefully get ourselves a win against West Brom. And unfortunately, after that last game, the highs of the Champions League, we come to the lows of another 0-0 draw. This is something we're going to have to learn to deal with, playing twice in a week, how we're going to recover from it. These guys, the second 11, they need to step up if they want to be part of this club. For the second game in a row, it has been 0-0. We had our chances, and once again, met a keeper in inspired form. We met another sea of blue and white wall where they were all just no interest at all in attacking after about, well, pretty much from the second half onwards. Went all out attack, 4-2-4 to try and get it done, but wasn't to be. In hindsight, maybe that was the wrong decision. Maybe should have piled up the middle a little bit more rather than going with the width. But no matter what we tried, couldn't do it. And we didn't really fathom any clear-cut chances, as you're kind of seeing throughout this video here. This was the best one. I thought it was in. Bakuna had the keeper beat, and it nestled on the side netting so close. And then again, a great chance. This time, Prayet and Correa both now on, teaming up. But again, Foster, inspired form, saving it. Lots of dirty fouls from West Brom. Obviously, a local derby, should have added that at the start. But very dirty challenges, lots of yellow cards from them. No effort to attack. Pretty disappointing from their point of view. Like you say, look at that. 9 shots, 8 on target. But the keeper just saved everything we threw at him. Really disappointing. Going to have to learn how to deal with this fixture congestion. Maybe we are going to have to manage our team a little bit better and not just simply play 2 different teams. So there we go. Disappointing end to the video, but the important thing is we won our 2 Champions League games. Those were really important. They've got us well on the way to the next stage of a Champions League group. And then the Premier League, we're still undefeated. Okay, yeah, we've now drawn a couple, but that's not the end of the world. We can deal with that as the season goes on. So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think I should maybe be doing with regards to team management, how I should be handling the fixture congestion. Is changing the full 11 to extreme? Maybe I just need to flick between players whose fitness is not quite as good. Let me know in the comments down below who you want to see playing. Obviously, I've already seen Prayet and Correa, definitely our main men right now. Jesse Rodriguez had a pretty slow start to the season, unfortunately. But we are stuck with what we have now until January anyway. But for now, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will see you all next time.